Online, add it to Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Make it, make US servers, make it so that people in the US are legally allowed to play the game. Um, and, you know, it would work. I think it would work. And I did it. I did it. I did it. Uh, I think that would be a good idea. I keep saying that over and over, but that would be a good idea. I mean, it wouldn't make Activision all that money, but maybe throw in some micro DLC here and there. Maybe throw in some map packs, even if you wanted to. I don't know. Do something that would work. Do something that would. Um. He just died. Do something that would make the fans happy. And don't make it about the, money for once. But like I said before, they probably won't even do that because they don't even care about the consumer. They just care about the money they're raking in. But if I feel like they would rather do the Call of Duty collection, like the remastered collection, than do Call of Duty Online, because Call of Duty Online won't make them as much money unless they put in micro DLC and make it so you have to purchase maybe a subscription, or every year you have to renew a subscription, or $60. I don't know. It would just, they'd have to find some ways to make money off of it. But yeah, they would probably rather do the Modern Warfare collection, or even the Black Ops collection. I think everybody would enjoy that, or hell, even, and I hate bringing this up over and over again, the Zombies collection. Like I've talked to some of my real life friends about the Zombies collection, and they really do like the idea of it. They want to see zombies. Like, that's their favorite game to play. That's the only reason they pretty much, well, not the only reason they bought AW, but one of the reasons they bought AW, because they wanted a co-op mode, and Exo Zombies was here to save the day. I mean, it's just, people want this stuff. Activision seems to be fucking blind, or they don't fucking care because they don't think it's gonna make them enough money, you know. Like, hell, if they came out with the Zombies collection, I would probably buy like 5 copies of it. I'd probably straight up just buy a copy for whoever I wanted. I'd buy one for myself, buy one for each of my friends, buy one for a random person. Hell, I would pretty much spend as much money as I could on the Zombies collection, because it is such a brilliant idea. You know, just remaster all the Zombies maps. Maybe add a new Zombies map. Maybe make a story mode. Maybe, there's just a lot of different things they could do with it. Make map packs for it. Hell, that would get them more money. Make a season pass for it. $50, 4 map packs. Each map pack contains like what, 2, 3 Zombies maps. I don't know. They can stick their Jew nose in this thing and make a lot of money off this if they wanted to. They didn't even have to try. They could just say, hey, this is Call of Duty Zombies, and people would buy it, even if it only came with, well, I mean, if it only came with like all the way up to from World at War to Black Ops 1 maps. People would probably still buy it. But make the Black Ops 2 maps part of a DLC or something, or if you buy the Hardened Edition or the Prestige Edition, or whatever edition you want to come up with, you can make a lot of money off of this stuff. Market the shit out of this game. Make it seem really controversial. I don't know, do some crazy insane stunt that will get people to buy this. You can make money off this, Activision. I don't want to hear no if, ands, or buts. You can make money off of this. You can make this a legitimate thing. It can make a lot of people happy. It will make a lot of people happy. And hell, on the PC you can even add I know the modding tools will cut off your money because people can just make their own map packs if they wanted to, but you know, look at it this way. People still buy this. People still bought Advanced Warfare. People still bought Black Ops 2, Ghost, Modern Warfare 3. People still bought all the different Call of Duties after World at War, even though you did release the modding tools. Don't give me the bullshit excuse of, oh, people won't buy our next products. People won't buy your next products if they're genuinely shit like Ghosts. That's what I think. But you know, like I said, Activision, I don't think they know what they're really doing. Like, you know, I'd like to blame Activision and Infinity Ward and Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games and Bungie, especially Bungie. How could you let this happen? How could all of you let this happen? I don't know. I'm surprised I did the Easter egg, though. I was ranting a lot, and I'm surprised I actually did an Easter egg, and I just wasted that. Like, I legitimately wasted... Oh, hey, no, it bounced off and went up there somehow. Okay. Fuck off, Exo Zombie. Fuck off, EMZ. EMZ, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh my god, those fucking shit, EMZ. Eat cunt. But seriously, these EMZs have to go. Like, they're annoying the shit out of me right now. Like, they are too OP. See, I wish this one would have been a normal upgrade, but it could have upgraded to 25. Like, it had the ability. Like, I wish I could just go up there and spend points and upgrade it. Yeah, like that. But it requires level 20 weapon, you know. But, I'm still trying to think about stuff I could talk about. Because I just went on a whole rant about, you know, why I hate Activision, why their ignorance is going to kill them. Actually, their ignorance will kill them, and the gaming industry, if we aren't, you know, careful. You know, I feel like, obviously it isn't about the games anymore, it's about the money. And that's what killed it back in the day. That's what, you know, crashed the Western market for video games. You know, E.T. for the Atari 2600. I think it was the Atari 2600. But back in the day, 1986, I think, somewhere around that time, the Atari was a huge deal. You know, it was one of the biggest things, you know. Home gaming consoles, that's never been heard of, you know. And the Atari, you know, they created this games thing so people can play their games at home and no longer have to go to arcades to enjoy these things, or, you know. And Atari wanted to release a game called E.T. and they only gave the people 6 weeks to create it, something along those lines. I think 6 weeks, but you know, that's still a short amount of time to create a genuine game. You know, they were given so little time to actually create this game, and it came out so horribly just so they can make a lot of money, and then it became noted as the worst game in history. People stopped playing video games, and you know, then Nintendo sort of came out with Rob the Robot, which, you know, became a big thing. It became a huge thing, and it saved the gaming industry because it became more about the family experience, the family bonding experience, than it did the than the money, you know. And from Atari, a few developers left because they didn't like how things were being ran. These people became their own group named Activision, more caring about the consumer than they did about the money. Activision, where have you gone? What have you become, you know? I hate to be this guy who's like, I miss those days where it was more about the games than it was about the money. I hate to be this guy, but you know, someone has to be this guy. You know, someone has to fight and speak for what they believe in, for what they love. And I'm currently doing that. You know, granted, nobody's gonna listen. I have very low followers. Like, I only have 42 subscribers on YouTube. You know, I have so little followers on Twitter that actually view what I do. You know, but I hope that somehow, some way, people will see this video. People will stand up against the Activision. I mean, it's a stupid cause, but I enjoy video games. I'm pretty sure the people who watch my videos also enjoy video games. We need to do something about this. We need to fight for a better gaming experience. We need to stand up and say, hey, you can't treat us like that. We have to be the better man. We have to make them learn that we don't want unfinished, broken games that are coming out every year, you know. Take a look at Ubisoft. Ubisoft, you're not free. EA, hell, EA isn't free. No games company, actually, some games companies are free, but those are the indie studios, you know. Um, but Ubisoft, look at 2014, Watch Dogs, uh, Watch Dogs, Unity, Rogue, all these games, The Crew, all of these broken, unfinished games, all of them you released. You know what year they released? 2014. All in the same year. You released really bad games. You need to do something. Stop rushing your developers. Stop making it so that they have limited time to work on these games, or hell, stop giving them bonuses if they release these games early. You know, that's just creating a bad experience. That's gonna get you less money in the long run. People are gonna want to stop buying your games if they notice, hey, these games always come out broken. You know, less and less people will buy your game. You know, one year you'll have 20 million, the next year you'll have 15, next year 10, next year 5, next year 1. You'll stop getting sales, you'll stop making that precious cash dollar that you specifically want. EA, you're getting better in my book. In my opinion, you're getting better, because Battlefield Hardline, that launch wasn't buggy until some asshole went and DDoSed it. But you know, what can you do about the players? What can you do about assholes? Nothing. Well, you can, but you know, that requires a lot of work and vigilante justice. But those are the resources that we currently don't have for the most part. Um, but you know, still, we need. Oh no 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 no! Oh, I am alive. I don't know how I live that. You know, EA, you're doing better. You know, with the release of Battlefield Hardline, you seem to be knowing how everything works. I'm glad that you started up EA Access. I mean, yeah, EA Access feels really cheap to some people. To me, it doesn't feel that cheap. To me, it's just, you know, a thing where, hey, you want to spend this amount of money each year. I think it's like $60 a year. You can get all their games on demand. You know, it's sort of like a cloud service. It's sort of like, to me, it feels like that games service where you like, you know, GameFly. It feels like GameFly, but for EA games. You know, you can digitally download any of their games. $60 a year, I think. Maybe it's more than that. I don't know. $80 a year, something around those lines. But you know, still, you're getting all these games. Hell, they even gave out Battlefield Hardline early access for those people who have EA access. You know, that to me seems like a smart business idea. You know, that way. Plus, still, even look at it. There's thousands of people, EA Access, you know, Xbox One, thousands of people who had Hardline early, and that allowed them to test the servers to make sure that they were going to actually run this year, instead of, crash and nobody able to play, you know, all this different stuff, you know. it's I think it's a good idea. Yeah, some people find it cheap, but it works. It works. Um, what else? I don't know. Something that really did bother me though about EA was uh, it was the what's it called? The whole EA $10 Project $10, what it was called. Project $10. EA sold most of their games SSX 2012. I think it was from 2012, but SSX 2012, Battlefield 3, and a few other games had online passes. And now Battlefield, obviously the online pass was obvious. It was fairly obvious what it was about. You paid $10 and you got to play online. You know, you got to play co-op mode and multiplayer mode. Um, SSX, you got to play online in SSX, but the thing was is if you there was online betting, and by that I mean in-game currency betting, and if you didn't pay the $10 to have access to this online, you could play online, but you wouldn't get any of the money that you earned. And I did that for like a week straight, and it sucked because I was just wasting money on getting into these different games, you know, and all these different bettings, getting first place, and then not being able to access my money. You know, that sucked. But you know, still, I understood it. It was, I didn't understand it. I mean, I could have understood it if it was like $5, but $10, Jesus Christ. Um, but even still, and it also sucked that there was no genuine like online mode for people to play and enjoy. That would have been cool. Um, I don't know. Still, Project $10, you are not free from that. SimCities, um, the recent SimCity, you know, the fact that you guys fail to actually have a good running server, the whole DRM policy. Yeah, I understand. Hey, we don't want people to pirate our games, but still, could you do it in a less, in a way that isn't really that bad, you know?